Hello everyone! Today, we bring you breaking news from Crimea. Fresh reports indicate Flamingo missiles have been spotted near the Kerch Bridge. Tensions are rising as Russian forces scramble to respond. Stay tuned as we break down the full situation, the possible consequences, and what this means for the region. Don't miss a moment. Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we are covering a critical development unfolding in Crimea. Reports are coming in of Flamingo missiles near the Kerch Bridge, one of the most strategically significant locations in the region. This bridge connects the Russian mainland to Crimea and has been a critical supply route for military and civilian purposes. Any threat to this structure has immediate regional and global implications. According to multiple sources, alarms were triggered after missile activity was detected, prompting Russian forces to increase security and readiness levels. Eyewitnesses reported unusual military movements and heightened alert in surrounding areas. This sudden escalation has caught international attention, with governments monitoring the situation closely. Analysts suggest that the presence of these missile systems could either be a deterrent or a signal of upcoming operations in the region. The timing of these reports is particularly sensitive, given the ongoing geopolitical tensions in Eastern Europe. This incident has sparked discussions across social media and news platforms, with experts weighing in on potential outcomes. We will explore all angles, including military, economic, and humanitarian impacts. Stay with us as we break down what these reports mean for Crimea, Russia, and the broader global context. The Kerch Bridge, completed in 2018, has remained a symbol of Russian presence in Crimea and a critical connection for logistics and military transport. Reports of Flamingo missiles near the bridge have raised alarms, as they could target incoming or outgoing vessels and vehicles. Military analysts suggest that missile deployments in this area are meant to secure the bridge and surrounding territories against potential threats. These actions indicate that Russian forces are anticipating possible attacks or increased tensions in the region. Satellite images have shown unusual movement of armored vehicles and support units, indicating a rapid response to potential risks. Security protocols have been tightened, and local authorities have urged civilians to remain calm. However, the presence of advanced missile systems is naturally causing concern among the population. Experts are closely analyzing these developments to determine whether this is a precautionary measure or a response to intelligence reports of imminent threats. Meanwhile, international media is closely following the situation, with some outlets highlighting the strategic significance of the Kerch Bridge. Analysts warn that even minor escalations near this area could have far-reaching consequences, potentially affecting shipping routes, military operations, and regional stability. As events continue to unfold, it remains unclear how long these heightened alert measures will remain in place, and whether further escalation may occur in the coming days. Flamingo missiles are known for their precision and mobility, making them a formidable tool in regional defense strategies. Their deployment near the Kerch Bridge serves multiple purposes, including deterring potential attacks and monitoring strategic points along the bridge and surrounding areas. Experts note that these missile systems have been previously used in similar high-tension zones to maintain control and prevent incursions. Reports indicate that units have been strategically positioned to cover a wide radius, ensuring rapid response in case of any threat. This level of preparedness highlights the seriousness of the current situation, as military authorities are clearly prioritizing the protection of critical infrastructure. Meanwhile, satellite imagery and intelligence reports suggest that Russian forces are not only focusing on defensive positions, but are also preparing contingencies for potential escalation. This indicates a layered approach to security, combining deterrence with active monitoring. Analysts believe that such deployments may also serve as a message to neighboring countries, signaling that strategic points are heavily guarded. Civilians in nearby areas have been advised to stay alert and follow official instructions. Social media platforms are abuzz with discussions and speculation, as observers attempt to interpret the military activity. While no direct conflict has occurred, the presence of these missile systems creates an environment of heightened alertness, with all eyes focused on the Kerch Bridge and its surrounding regions. The coming days will likely determine whether this alert remains precautionary or escalates further. In addition to military concerns, the presence of Flamingo missiles near the Kerch Bridge has economic and logistical implications. The bridge serves as a key route for transporting goods and resources between Russia and Crimea. Any disruption to this corridor could affect trade, supply chains, and civilian movement. Analysts emphasize that missile deployment, even as a precautionary measure, may slow down traffic and create operational challenges for local authorities. The combination of military activity and logistical pressure has caused international observers to monitor the situation closely. Shipping companies and transport operators have been advised to adjust routes or prepare for potential delays. Economists warn that prolonged tensions could impact commodity flow, supply of essential goods, and regional markets. Meanwhile, humanitarian considerations are also being raised, as civilians may face increased travel restrictions and safety concerns. Local news reports confirm that some areas surrounding the bridge are being monitored intensively, with checkpoints and patrols increasing in number. International organizations are calling for calm and stressing the importance of de-escalation. Military strategists point out that maintaining a visible defense posture can prevent misunderstandings, but excessive militarization could also trigger unintended incidents. As this situation develops, authorities and analysts continue to weigh the balance between security, economic stability, and public safety, highlighting the complexity of managing high-tension zones in real time. The international response to the reported missile activity near the Kerch Bridge has been swift, with multiple governments issuing statements urging caution and monitoring the situation closely. Analysts suggest that this incident could influence diplomatic relations in the region, particularly given the ongoing tensions between Russia, Ukraine, and neighboring countries. Security experts stress that while the deployment of Flamingo missiles is defensive in nature, it sends a strong message about the seriousness with which Russia treats its strategic assets. News agencies have reported that military analysts and political commentators are closely tracking the developments, offering insights into possible outcomes and consequences. Social media reactions highlight both concern and speculation, as observers debate the likelihood of escalation or conflict. Regional security forums have convened to discuss contingency planning, ensuring that international actors are aware of potential risks. Some observers suggest that this level of military preparedness may be part of broader strategic planning, aimed at signaling readiness and deterring any external threats. Additionally, the presence of advanced missile systems could impact regional intelligence and surveillance activities, as other nations may adjust their monitoring strategies in response. The focus on Kerch Bridge underscores the intersection of military, political, and economic interests, making it a critical focal point in regional stability discussions. The coming days will likely reveal how governments and militaries react to these developments, and whether tensions remain contained or escalate further. From a strategic perspective, the Kerch Bridge represents more than just a physical connection. It symbolizes control, influence, and access to Crimea. Reports of Flamingo missiles in the vicinity demonstrate the high priority placed on safeguarding this asset. Military planners often regard such infrastructure as vital for operational mobility, supply lines, and rapid deployment of forces if necessary. The current alert level suggests that commanders are prepared to respond swiftly to any perceived threat. Analysts note that similar measures in other regions have served dual purposes, preventing attacks while signaling to adversaries that any aggression would be met with immediate defensive action. The combination of technological surveillance, missile readiness, and troop deployment provides layered security, enhancing the deterrence effect. At the same time, the presence of advanced missile systems draws international scrutiny, as observers evaluate whether the alert is purely defensive or part of a larger strategic operation. Governments, NGOs, and media outlets are monitoring communications, satellite imagery, and social media channels to assess potential implications. Civilians remain cautious, following local advisories and updates from authorities. The role of the Kerch Bridge, as both a symbolic and operational asset, means that any changes in threat perception or military posture could have rapid ripple effects across the region. The next phase will likely involve a careful balance between security enforcement, diplomatic messaging, and maintaining public calm. Meanwhile, military analysts are examining the technical capabilities of the Flamingo missile systems to understand the potential reach and effectiveness of these deployments near the Kerch Bridge. These missiles are designed to provide high-precision targeting, mobility, and rapid response, making them particularly effective for defending critical infrastructure. Analysts point out that positioning them near the bridge allows for control over key approaches, as well as monitoring of civilian and military traffic. Such deployments often act as both deterrent and defensive tool, discouraging hostile movements while ensuring readiness for rapid engagement. The current situation highlights the complexity of managing strategic defense zones, where infrastructure, civilian safety, and regional stability must all be considered simultaneously. Experts also discuss how intelligence gathering and satellite surveillance enhance situational awareness, enabling authorities to detect potential threats in advance. At the same time, international observers remain cautious, as any misinterpretation or accidental incident could escalate tensions further. The use of advanced missile systems near critical areas is not uncommon, but the sensitivity of the Kerch Bridge increases the stakes. Analysts continue to debate the long-term implications, considering geopolitical, economic, and security perspectives. Civilians are urged to remain calm, and local authorities emphasize preparedness without panic. Overall, this episode reflects the delicate balance of strategic defense, risk management, and international monitoring in high-tension regions, with the Kerch Bridge at the center of attention. The role of media in reporting these developments is crucial, as timely and accurate information can help reduce panic and misinformation. News agencies and social media platforms have been active in sharing updates, images, and satellite analyses related to Flamingo missile deployments near the Kerch Bridge. However, analysts caution that unverified reports can lead to confusion and exaggeration of the actual situation. Authorities are emphasizing official communications and advisories to ensure that civilians are informed without unnecessary alarm. Media coverage also plays a role in shaping international perception, as foreign governments rely on reported developments to inform policy decisions. The combination of real-time reporting, satellite data, and expert analysis allows for a more nuanced understanding of the situation. Additionally, social media reactions provide insight into public sentiment, highlighting concerns, questions, and speculation. Analysts recommend cross-checking multiple sources to avoid misinterpretation. This approach is particularly important in conflict-prone or high-alert regions, where rumors can spread rapidly. By focusing on verified developments and expert commentary, media outlets contribute to public awareness and regional stability. The Kerch Bridge continues to be monitored closely, and coverage emphasizes both the strategic significance and the precautionary nature of missile deployments. Effective reporting helps maintain a balance between vigilance and calm, informing audiences without inciting unnecessary fear. As events continue to unfold, international observers remain on high alert, tracking the deployment of Flamingo missiles and movements around the Kerch Bridge. Analysts suggest that these developments may influence regional security policies and military postures in neighboring countries. Diplomatic channels are reportedly engaged to assess potential risks and convey messages aimed at preventing escalation. Experts note that transparent communication, reporting of verified intelligence, and adherence to international norms are crucial in avoiding misunderstandings. Meanwhile, monitoring organizations and intelligence agencies continue to provide updates to governments, ensuring that strategic decisions are informed and timely. Civilians and local authorities are advised to follow official instructions, avoid speculation, and remain aware of their surroundings. Analysts highlight that while the current alert is precautionary, its implications extend beyond immediate military concerns. Strategic infrastructure, like the Kerch Bridge, is critical for logistics, transportation, and symbolic control, meaning any perceived threat can trigger wide-reaching responses. The deployment of Flamingo missiles reinforces the message that authorities are taking all necessary measures to maintain security. Social media and news coverage continue to reflect the tension and the careful monitoring by both regional and international actors. As this situation evolves, balancing preparedness, safety, and communication will remain essential to prevent escalation and maintain stability. In conclusion, the reports of Flamingo missiles near the Kerch Bridge highlight the delicate balance of security, strategy, and international attention in Crimea. The heightened alert serves as both a precaution and a signal of readiness, reflecting the importance of this strategic location. Civilians are urged to follow official guidance, while governments and military authorities continue to monitor the situation closely. Analysts will keep observing satellite imagery, military deployments, and regional responses to assess whether these precautions remain temporary or indicate potential escalation. For our viewers, it is important to stay informed through verified sources, understand the geopolitical context, and remain calm in response to these developments. The coming days will reveal whether tensions will subside or intensify, making continuous monitoring essential. Thank you for watching and staying updated with our channel. If you found this video informative, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more breaking news and analysis from conflict zones around the world. Hit the bell icon to receive timely notifications whenever we upload new updates. Your support helps us bring reliable information directly to you, keeping you informed on global events that matter most. Stay safe, stay informed, and we will continue bringing you verified updates as the situation in Crimea develops.